Today's all about CSB Active. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly Yeager for those of you who are new here. I do activewear hauls for a living. I used to work at Lululemon, worked with them as a partner for a very long time. And now we're just testing out a long list of popular activewear brands that keep popping up on social media, at least mine. This one I know has gained so much popularity and really right up my alley because I'm a fan of good basics, like a clean, simple look. And from what I can tell and everything that I've tried so far, it very much is that. So sit back, relax, enjoy. I'll have everything listed and linked down below. If you have any questions, comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. Just like in previous try-ons, I wanted to make sure I not only tried different items, but also different materials because they have 5 or 6 listed on the website, possibly 7 actually, because they also have like a French terry and an organic cotton. Anyway, out of their workout materials and like athleisure materials, they have 5 or 6. So I wanted to make sure I tried as many as I could. And that's how I'm gonna kind of split this up. I do want to start by saying, I don't know what got into me when I was placing this order. I got everything aside from one item in a small. If you know me, if you've watched any of my other try-ons, you've heard me say I'm a medium. I'm really a schmedium in most companies, but especially still being, I'm 7 months postpartum, a medium is definitely my preferred size right now. I don't know what came over me, why I decided to, I remember ordering and being like, oh, I should try smalls and mediums because some of them have a tapered waist. Like it'd be kind of helpful for people to see me in a small and a medium, maybe to help them with sizing. Well, I just lost all of my common sense and ordered smalls and everything aside from one bra. So I'm going to preface this by saying everything I would have needed a size up in, for sure. You'll see some of the smalls like work, I could wear them, but for my preferred fit and just comfort, I would prefer mediums. I'm a size 6 to 8 in tops normally, or like bras, and a size 6 in bottoms. So with that, now let's get started. First up, we have this matching set in the color Bloom. I think this was one of their new releases. I love halter tops right now, and this halter bra with the scoop on the bottom. Once again, if you've heard me or watched my other try-ons, this is like right up my alley. I loved this, and this is actually something I ordered in a medium. Good job, Kelly. Should have ordered more in a medium. So the little details on this, there's actually a double strap. You can't really notice this when it's on, but just the little details. And then the inside has the cups in there. They are removable. But the inside feels very breathable, very comfortable. Overall, I loved this. I thought it looked really flattering as well. Once again, size medium. This is my true size in this company. I now know that. I should have known that. When in doubt, always go medium. And apparently I was feeling smalls that day. I don't know why, because I'm never a small anymore. I paired the Serenity Soft halter with the Serenity Soft Invisible Scrunch Short 4-inch. 4-inch is never my preferred inseam for shorts. I prefer a 5 to 6-inch personally, but I know 4-inch has gotten very popular, so I wanted to try these as well. I have not watched this back, so I don't know exactly how this looked, but typically this whole invisible scrunch thing, you can see very obviously when it's off, it has the little scrunch right there in between the glutes to kind of help separate them. But once you put them on, it stretches out and you can't actually tell it's there. It once again just does like a better job kind of separating your glutes and making it look a little bit more flattering. Don't have the front seam on there, which is really nice. Obviously, once again, that invisible scrunch, and then they have a nice glute contour on there. I actually thought these fit very well. Given that they were a small, I was expecting all of these to be incredibly, incredibly uncomfortable and feel like a stuffed sausage, because also you're gonna notice when I was taking them out of the packaging, every item looked so tiny. It reminded me a lot of when I tried Honor Active. I did get mediums in their stuff and it still fit very small. These, I was like, I'm either about to look like a stuffed sausage in all of these size smalls, or we're about to find out that they are very, very, very stretchy. So, did I feel like a stuffed sausage in some of them? Yes, but not nearly as much as I thought I would. And they are all very stretchy. I personally would prefer these to have a longer inseam. That is just my preference. But everything else about these I liked a lot. I feel like I can say with full confidence that a medium in these would be perfect. I actually already got on and placed the return to get exchanges for the items that I like, and then return the ones that I'm just not my vibe, but I wanted to try for you guys. If these were longer, I would be keeping them. They have a Serenity fabric and Serenity Soft. The only real difference with the Serenity Soft is that it is a softer feel, and it has more of that kind of brushed look and feel to it. They describe it as velvety on their website. I would say it feels like a brushed material. So I liked these a lot. The compression is like a medium compression, I would say. Overall fit really well. Mediums, I think, would have been truly perfect. Next setup, I paired the Serenity Lexi Crop with the Fade Invisible Scrunch Short 4-inch. I always love strappy backs and a more minimal look with a sports bra, so I was very excited to try this. I don't know how to explain it other than it wasn't very comfortable on, and it just didn't feel like it was going to stay in place. I feel like maybe there needs to be like a more solid bottom band underneath this. I don't know, it just felt like it could ride up, and specifically that wouldn't have even bothered me that much because you could tell the front was going to stay in place. It just had a different feeling on than I was expecting. These straps cut very weird over my shoulder blades. I hate when I can feel them over my shoulder blades. So for that reason, this wasn't my favorite, but the actual inside of it, just like the other one, has that same breathable mesh in there and then the removable padding. Very comfortable that way. It was just the strap situation that I wasn't liking. But once again, for a size small, especially with straps, it was not digging in like I thought it was going to. Compared to one of the other bras you're gonna see, this actually fit very well. And then once again, I paired it with the Fade Invisible Scrunch Short. Their Fade material is their lowest compression material. It's the thinnest. Think kind of like a line pant. I'm saying that just because it's a good reference point, but this I feel like has more of an elastic feeling in there, like it is a little stretchier and like rebounds faster when you pull it. The outside material is that same like buttery soft, very low compression. Now, this is where we get into holy tiny. This was one of the first pairs I took out of the package, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so small. Once again, I'm either about to look like a stuffed sausage, or we're about to find out that they stretch a lot. For how teeny tiny these look off, they actually fit much better on. So they are very, very stretchy. Once again, I do think that just based off of how these fit, I know a medium would fit tremendous because the shorts themselves actually fit pretty well. It was more the tapered waist that was the problem. It was just cutting in way too much, and you can tell when I paired it with longer shirts where the shirts hit and where the waistband hit, it just dug in and it like really emphasized my hip bones. So I'm a medium for sure, but the overall fit and feel of these, I like a lot. I love a low compression fabric, and I feel like they did that one really well. Form Leisure Tank paired with the Form Invisible Scrunch Short 5-inch. Starting off with the tank top, I am honestly so mad at myself that I didn't get a medium in this because I love the fit of this. I love the racer back, everything about it I feel is just a great basic. I wear tank tops like this with athletic clothes. I also will dress them up a little bit just because they're so comfortable. And I absolutely would have needed a medium in this. It is a very tight fitting top. There's no built-in padding or anything in here, but it's double layered, so it does provide a good amount of compression when it's on. I still put the little like cakes pads in there just to make sure I'm not nipping out of anything, but this is tight enough where it would hold you in place if you're someone who doesn't like to wear padding or anything like that. Really not much to say about this. It's just a great basic, other than I would have needed a medium and then I would have loved it. I don't know why I ordered smalls. And then the Form Invisible Scrunch Short. These are a 5-inch. I love these. This is one of the items that when I placed the return, I ordered in exchange for a size medium because I do think I'm going to love these in the size up. Once again, they have that pretty noticeable taper on the waist. I feel like if that wasn't there, the smalls wouldn't have felt so tight on me. But as you can see, it is a pretty drastic taper. When they're off, you're looking at them, you're like, those are gonna be way too small, but it hits at the smallest part of your waist. So they have that invisible scrunch on there still, and then obviously the 5-inch inseam, which I personally prefer. I love the length on these. I also have longer legs, so I feel like that just guarantees they're gonna keep me covered and stay in place a little bit better. No front seam. They have that same glute contour, and the stitching on the top or the front of the waistband is up high enough so it's not super like clunky looking. I feel like some brands still put it down low and it's just a lot of waistband. So I like that this is up a little bit higher. Overall, elongates your legs a little bit, just looks more flattering in my opinion. So I liked these a lot. This was one of the items that I requested in exchange for, and I will be getting them in a medium. Then we will work out in them and I'll give you the thoughts with that. Last but definitely not least, we have their Freedom material. I got 3 items in this, and this reminds me so much of Lululemon Luxtreme, which is probably the closest I've tried to Lululemon's Luxtreme material, and I like it a lot. It's perfect for cardio, for high intensity training, where it's just that silky feel and no hair's gonna stick to it. Like it's just very, very silky on, but still provides you a good amount of compression and being held in without squeezing because there's no like crazy stitching going on. So I have the sports bra, a tank top, and leggings. Starting off with the bra, we have the Freedom Micro Crop. I loved this. I was so excited to try it. Once again, I'm a big fan of halter tops right now, halter bras, and I love the minimal back on here. Like, could not get more minimal than this. I will say, obviously it's listed as a micro bra. If you need more coverage, this is not the bra for you. I'm almost done breastfeeding, so I am like getting back to itty bitty titty committee, and I'm so excited about it. So I was excited to try this. Same thing for a size small, very impressed that it actually fit decently well. I was fully expecting the back to dig in on me a lot, and it truly didn't. It actually felt pretty comfortable on. It has that same mesh detailing on the inside with the removable cups, and I was really impressed by this. This was one of the other items I ordered in a medium, or got in exchange for a medium, because I truly think I'm going to love that. Next up, I have the Freedom Sculpt Tank. I loved this. I love the cut of this tank. I think it's really flattering. You have the little cami straps and then the crisscross back with the scoop. I think it's so flattering. So this was another one. I am exchanging for a size medium, and I'm so excited to try it once it's a different size. Getting it on wasn't that bad. It was the off process. And then it just, because it is a more fitted compressive fit on, it was digging into my waist again, and then paired with the leggings or the shorts, that digging into, it was just really emphasizing my hips. So love that tank. The strappy situation on the back there, way more comfortable than that strappy bra we tried. So loved that. And then last but definitely not least, we have the legging in that Freedom material. And this is what really reminds me of Lululemon's like Wonder Under Luxtreme leggings. That is exactly how I would describe these, that same feel to them. These feel a little bit silkier, kind of probably like a New Luxe material almost, just a little bit thicker. And then they have that taper on there still, the glute contour on the back, and then no stitching on the front. The only logo you're having on any of these is just this very minimal CSB. There's nothing crazy going on. Just a good basic. It's actually funny that all of the items I got exchanges in were at the end of this. I also got these to try in a medium because I want to make sure I can give you my full thoughts on them and actually work out in them, because I'm just really curious how this waistband is gonna fit once I'm in the correct size. They felt really good on. I just could tell I was like overstretching the back, so they may not have been squat proof because I was in the wrong size. So anyway, I'm getting these in a medium to try, the tank top, the sports bra, and the shorts. I will report back on those. But my overall thoughts for CSB are the quality is great. I love the very minimal look. It's good staples. They have great basic colors, and I love their fabrics. I thought all the fabrics were really nice. The Serenity and the Serenity Soft, I didn't have just a straight Serenity bottom. I feel like I would have needed that to compare, but the Serenity Soft was very comfortable. It just has more of that brushed feel. And then the Freedom material, like I said, very similar to like a Lululemon Luxe Dream, kind of in between like a New Luxe and Luxe Dream. And then the Fade material is very, very low compression. Fade, Freedom, what's the other one? Form. Their Form material, I feel like, is a good middle of the road, not too much compression. It's still a very comfortable, soft material. That is gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions below. I'll try to put as many graphics on the screen to help, because it's a lot. Like, I've been looking at all of their different fabrics and the different names of things, and it's just a lot. So hopefully that helped. If you have questions, I will gladly answer them below for you, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. But let me know what other brands you'd like me to try, and I will keep you posted either in a vlog or maybe like a YouTube short, definitely on my Closet by Kel Instagram. Once I have those 4 items in mediums, I'll do another little try on and we'll actually work out in them. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys